So let's talk about the 3 goals and the 5 phases within those 3 goals that we're trying to accomplish during the system hacking stage. So the first goal is trying to gain access to the system. Again, we've identified the system. We understand what services are running. We possibly also know user account information. So the next step, we need 2 pieces of information when trying to gain access to the machine. We need a username, which we've talked previously how we accomplish that. But the next thing is we've got to crack the password. That's the next piece of information, right? We need not only the username, but we actually need to have a password. Now we have several different methods that we can use for cracking passwords, and we'll talk about those in an upcoming module. After we crack a password, our next phase is escalating the privileges. Now, we can either escalate the privilege of an account that we create, or we can take, and this is my favorite thing to do, take an account that already exists, like, Billy Bob in the mailroom, and give him administrative rights. Because guess what? If I do get discovered, Billy Bob's going to get in trouble. Now, we don't have to pick on a particular user account. We can actually use service accounts that are already active. Again, we've got a whole module coming up just on doing this process. After we've gained access, we said that the second goal is then to maintaining access. Well, how do you do that, Dale? Well, you just leave your computer on 24/7. No, I'm kidding. What we're going to do is we're actually go through and launch applications or our tools. We have a tool set of the things that we like to work with the most. And I've got my own particular ones that I enjoy. You may come up with your own as well. But I'm going to launch those applications so that I can continue my attack from the inside. Or, again, maybe I've hit the initial target. Or maybe if this is my intended target or my final target, I need to launch my application so that I can get back in more easily. Now, the other thing I'm going to want to do, though, is I don't want people to see my tools on the system. So we're going to take you through, and the other phase is hiding your tools so that somebody browsing around, they don't see a particular application installed on your machine. We need to hide that information. And we have several different ways that we can hide our tools. We've got rootkits. We've got steganography. We've got the ability to, well, when it comes to steganography, holy cow, we can hide tools inside of MP3 files or inside of a movie file or inside of a driver. So now that we've maintained access, our next step will be then to cover our tracks. And how do we do that? Well, what is it on a machine that is typically tracking everything that we do on a system? I sometimes refer to it as Big Brother. Yeah, it's the log files, right? So this is actually where we go through and separate the good hackers from the great hackers. And I'll tell you the difference between those when we get to this module. But basically what we're going to do is either delete log files or we're going to modify them.